Hi guys, this is how to play Stand By Me by the great Benny King. It has 4 chords in it, G, E minor, C and D, and it stays the same as that for the whole song. So this is a great one to have a sing and play along, especially at any kind of family gathering or when your friends are over and you want to try and get a sing-along going. This is a guaranteed favourite for those sorts of occasions. So just before we get you into a close-up, do check out the chord sequence link in the description below, and also on the website you can actually, if you dig this t-shirt and ones like it, I've got a shop page now on my website. So these lessons will stay free forever, but if you do want to support the channel at the moment in the UK, it's a little tricky to donate or anything like that, so I've made some t-shirts available. If you'd like to buy them, you're doing me a favour in supporting the channel and allowing me to spend more of my time making these free lessons for you guys. But let's get straight in for the close-up anyway. So to play along to the original record, you're going to have to put a capo at 2nd fret and play these chords exactly as we're playing them now, which would put us in the key of A. If you see the chord sequence in the key of A, you'll need to click the transpose button down twice to make up for the capo being on 2nd fret. If you need a bit more of an explanation of that, check it out in the description below where I explain it more thoroughly on my website and show you exactly what to do. But for demonstration purposes, and because not everyone has a capo, we're going to be covering it without a capo and using standard open chords. So that is our chord sequence and loop for the whole song, and that is 2 bars of a G chord. That would to be at a count and speed of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm playing a 4-finger G with my 3rd and little finger down, but you can also play a standard G as well. It makes next to no difference. And then we're going to play the E minor chord, which is just with your first 2 fingers, and that is for 2 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. A standard C major chord, D major, both for 1 bar, so C, 2, 3, 4, D, and then we finish on the G to bookend our chord sequence with another 2 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll be looking at a strumming pattern to use in a second. I just want to make sure that everyone can do this loop first. So let's do it to a slow count from the top, just strumming on the beat in this fashion. All down strums from the G chord. I'll shout out your chords as we go. Let's begin in 1, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, G again, to an E minor, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. 1 bar of C major, 1, 2, to a D, D, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's the end of our sequence. Let's go for that just one more time and pause whenever you need to finish off your chord sequence, because you want to make sure you're getting these movements and changes correct and don't force it too much in the early stages. So one more time. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, G again, to an E minor, 3, 4, E minor, 2, 3, 4, again, and then a C, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, and G, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and pause. Now for all of these chords bar 1, we have what we call an anchor finger, so we can keep a finger down, and this is the thing to really get with this chord sequence. When we go from G to E minor, we can keep our first finger down. We don't have to lift it off during the change. If you want to know more about these changes of chords, check out this video where I cover how to change between chords more smoothly, but this is how to do it with this chord sequence, because from our E minor to a C chord, we can also keep that middle finger down, E minor to a C. And the only change we haven't got an anchor finger for is the C to the D, where you do have to lift off all your fingers, C to a D. But then again, we have a third finger anchor if we're going for this 4-fingered G. So that's why I prefer to do this 4-fingered G, and that's why I teach that in the majority of my videos, because you've got that anchor between a G and a D. So once you have that chord sequence with the basic on the beat strumming, which is how you should start every song, we want to use the strumming pattern that I was using in the start of the video. There are other ones that work. We're essentially taking a song which is a bass riff and doing an acoustic guitar arrangement, but the strumming I was using was down, down, up, down, up, down. So 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. So this is an 8th strumming pattern. Down strums are always on the beat, up strums are always on the and, on the offbeat. So 1, 2, and 3, and 4 is a bar. So 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 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 To create this, I'm just muting my strings by placing my fingers just flat and pressing on them really lightly, not down to the fretboard, so you can hear what the strumming hand is doing, and I want you to copy what I'm doing now. Down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down. By using this strumming pattern, it's more complex and it sounds better, but you've also still got a whole strum or a whole beat to change chord. It gives you a little bit longer. So in context, down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, change, down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, change, change. It's not a massive amount of time to change, you know, you can't think about what you're going to have for lunch when you're changing between these chords, but it's better than if we added another up strum at the end, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and then you've got less time to change and it does make it more complex. So there, as I say, there are many other strumming patterns that work for this song, but this is what I highly recommend, and it is down, down, up, down, up, down. So let's have a go at this on just the G chord. Stay on the G and strum this with me. Just stay on the G. Down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down. And now let's have a go at that full chord sequence a little bit slower. Half as a demo, and if you can keep up and play along, fantastic. But if you can't keep up with me, just work on it in your own time and just try and keep the timing even. As I say, if you want more help with changing chords, the video in the description below and the link in the video is the way to go, because it helps you with these exact chords. But let's give this a demonstration. If you want to play along, start from your G in a 1, 2, 3, 4, down, down, up, down, up, down, 1, then E minor, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 1, 2, I C, D, and let's go again. So from the top, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 1, 2, and 3, and E minor, 1, 2, and 3, and C, C, 2, and 3, and 4, D, 2, and 3, and 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4. When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see, No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. So that was how to play Stand By Me by Benny King. If you have enjoyed this lesson, why not check out any of these other song lessons with a G chord and a C chord and a D, and they'll be fairly straightforward, and they're pretty popular ones as well at around this level, level 5 of my beginner's course. So check any of those out and do subscribe if you've enjoyed this lesson, and hopefully I'll see you again.